I'm Keert van Zyl, co-managing partner of KNF Ventures with Andrea Bomet over here. We combine knowledge networks and funding to invest in innovative businesses with proven traction.
We go through an entire process of find, make, grow, and realize. And when I say value chain, that means that we have our own accelerator, we have our own 12J VC fund, and we have a Series B fund, which does follow-on funding from our international offices.
We're really focusing on finding good investments, but also finding good investors. You know, there needs to really be a good fit for us all. This is a long journey, and you really need to do it with like-minded individuals with a vested interest in entrepreneurship in South Africa.
The sunset clause was always there, so it's not something that they suddenly said, okay, you know, let's stop the initiatives. It was more about, we will continue it after 12 years if our objectives and the country's objectives have been reached. You know, there's pros and cons in terms of how it was reached, and we can debate that, but we've lost that battle. It's done, and 12J is coming to an end. So what that means in the sunset concept is that anyone can invest even after the sunset clause, but you just can't deduct that investment from taxable income. We don't want investors to come in just for the tax break. That should be de-risking the high risk, perceived high-risk asset class of investing in SMEs.
Just throwing money at it is not the right way to do it. It actually starts with the due diligence. The more time you spend with entrepreneurs, the more time you spend in their business, engaging with their clients, the more you learn and the better you construct your investment decision. And we've tailor-made the various sections of our due diligence over the years to actually be a gap analysis of what we see. You have to understand that these are earlier stage businesses, and you cannot expect to go into due diligence and not find things that are wrong, or not find things that increases the risk, the investment risk. You have to have an open mind about it. And once you identify those various gaps, it's then to say, how would I fill the gap? What is my risk mitigation for that specific gap?
We also then really looked at the value chain and thought, well, you know, you can't just be a venture capitalist in South Africa with ignoring the seed stage investments or the earlier stage entrepreneurs that maybe don't need as much capital, but more mentorship capital and assistance. So we launched in 2013, Grindstone Accelerator.
I may not quote it exactly correctly, it doesn't matter. My actions today lives in the shadow of my future. And I thought about that, and I thought about that again. And I realized that the shadow of the future, where we were 2013, Keert, Andrea, when we met each other, God knows I did not know the shadow of the future then, but it was always about relationships, and that's what I really want to leave with the cohort.
So we are from the SASME Fund. We have funded 7 venture capital funds, including Knife and 40i and a few others. 5 of them are first-time funds, which is really what this ecosystem needs, is a lot more venture capital funds. The second thing we've done with our money is funded 2 of South Africa's best accelerator programs, Endeavour, and then more importantly, Grindstone. We genuinely believe in what the program has done and want to thank all of you for participating, because without you, you know, what's the point of the exercise?
But really the theme today is really about celebrating entrepreneurs and to really foster and build a stronger sort of a thread between us.
Most of our focus is on the quality of the businesses that we invest in. We've got a fantastic portfolio of businesses that luckily haven't been too COVID affected because they're in resilient sectors.
Our KNF1 investment portfolio ranges from fintech to AI for manufacturing, looking at some in the ed tech space, educational technology, in the health tech space. We're looking at marketing technologies. So it is generally also innovation around beverages, but it is a portfolio approach where we just partner with some great entrepreneurs, and that's the continuation of what we need to do.
We are currently in San Francisco, helping some of our portfolio companies with their next kind of fundraise, as well as some great, fantastic corporate partnerships.
Welcome to all the new investors in KNF2. Thank you so much for all the trust that you've put in us. We really don't take this lightly. We are looking forward to an amazing time together with you. We've got some interesting companies lined up. So, to the future.
Thanks, it should be an interesting ride.
Yeah.